Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'm going to do a middle test for introduction to English literature. My name is MALEFICENT, as you guys know, and my NPM is 19/4/11 to 11/05. So guys, in elements of fiction there is plot, characters, narrator's point of view, symbolism, atmosphere, irony, languages, time and place, and themes. So in this video I'm going to analyze one of my favorite movie of all time, which is Maleficent. And right now I'm going to begin from the plot part of this movie. Maleficent is a powerful fairy living in the moors, a magical forest realm bordering a human kingdom. As a young girl, Maleficent meets and falls in love with a human peasant boy named Stefan. On Maleficent's 16th birthday, he gives her what he calls a true love's kiss, but that was not to be. His love is overshadowed by ambition, and as they grow older, the two grow apart and Maleficent becomes protector of the Moors. When King Henry tries to conquer the Moors, Maleficent mortally wounds him, forcing his retreat. As he lies dying, he declares that whoever kills Maleficent will be named his successor and marry his daughter. Stefan visits Maleficent in the moors and drugs her, but he is unable to bring himself to kill her. Instead, he severs her wings using iron, which is lethal to avarice, and presents them to the king. Devastated by Stefan's betrayal, Maleficent turns the moors into a dark kingdom and transforms a raven named Diaval to serve her after saving his life. After some time, Diaval informs Maleficent that King Stefan's newborn daughter, Aurora, is being christened. Vengeful, Maleficent arrives uninvited and curses the infant princess. On her 16th birthday, she will prick her finger in a spinning wheel spindle and fall into a permanent sleep. Maleficent mocks Stefan's plea for mercy, but offers an antidote. The curse can be broken by true love's kiss, which Maleficent and Stefan believe is non-existent. Stefan sends Aurora away to live with three pixies, Snodgrass, Fizzlewit, and Fiddle, to protect her until the day after her 16th birthday. He destroys every spinning wheel in the kingdom and hides their remnants in the castle dungeon. Stefan sends his armies to find and kill Maleficent, but she surrounds the moors with an impenetrable wall of thorns to protect herself and the moors, inhabitants from the soldiers. In trying to prevent the curse, Stefan slips into madness and paranoia, even neglecting to see his wife on her deathbed. As the years pass, Maleficent gradually begins to care for the young Aurora when the bumbling and neglectful pixies fail to properly look after her. After briefly meeting Aurora, Maleficent watches over her from afar. When Aurora is 15, she encounters Maleficent, where she is being watched over. Aurora believes Maleficent to be her fairy godmother. Maleficent realizes that she cares for the girl and unsuccessfully attempts to undo the curse, but it is unbreakable other than by true love's kiss. Meanwhile, in the forest, Aurora meets a young prince named Philip, and the two are attracted to each other. On the day before Aurora's 16th birthday, Aurora tells Maleficent that she would like to live with her in the moors. When Aurora returns to the cottage, the pixies inadvertently tell Aurora of her past and Maleficent's true identity. Aurora runs to her father's castle, upset that Maleficent had never told her about the curse. To protect Aurora, Stefan locks her in a room while plotting to kill Maleficent, but the curse's power draws Aurora to the dungeon. Aurora pricks her finger on the spindle and falls into deep sleep. Fulfilling the curse, Maleficent intends to saving her, abducts Philip and infiltrates Stefan's castle. Philip's kiss fails into a walk on Aurora. Finally, regretting her past mistakes, Maleficent tearfully apologizes to Aurora and kisses her forehead. Aurora awakens, as Maleficent's motherly feelings for her godmother count as a true love. As Maleficent and Aurora attempt to leave, Stefan and his guard ambush them. An iron net is dropped on Maleficent. Maleficent transforms Diaphal into a dragon who battles Stefan's guard, but he is eventually captured as well. Before Stefan delivers the fatal blow, Aurora finds Maleficent's cage rings and releases them. They fly to Maleficent and they attack themselves. Maleficent carries Stefan to the top of the castle's highest tower, but cannot bring herself to kill him. However, Stefan attacks Maleficent as she turns away, and they both plummet from the tower and wind. Maleficent opens her wings and Stefan loses his grip, falling to his death. In the end, Maleficent returns to the Moors to its former glory, and Aurora is crowned queen to unite the two kingdoms forever. The characters of this movie consist Maleficent, Aurora, Diaphal, King Stefan, Prince Philip, King Henry, and 3 fairy godmothers. And now for the narrator's point of view. Actually, Maleficent not even a witch. According to the new Disney film, Maleficent is a fairy, the most powerful of all the fairies. Disney Maleficent is the true story of Sleeping Beauty. But basically, King Stefan is Maleficent's greatest enemy, and she curses his daughter with the classic curse we all know today. But as Sleeping Beauty grows in the forest, Maleficent watches her and becomes fond of her. But she cannot break the curse she has made. For no power on earth shall break this curse, not even hers. True love's kiss comes not from the dashing young prince, but from Aurora's fairy godmother, which is Maleficent. Yes, the story is mixed up and changed. Some were changed for the good, as I thought that some of the original story had holes, and those were patched up nicely. The Moors, as the kingdom of mystical animals is called, was pretty amazing. The conflict between the human kingdom and the Moors was well displayed, and the characterization was good throughout the movie. There was well-placed comic relief and interesting twists, like Maleficent's raven in the original Disney motion picture. Maleficent transformed the raven into different beings, like a human, or a raven, or dragon, or a wolf. I thought that was a creative. Plus, it didn't isolate Maleficent so. As she was in the original, she lived in an old abandoned castle ruined with only a bird. But in this movie, she actually socialized. Not only Diaphal, her raven, human, or whatever she wanted to be, but the whole Moors was at her service. She actually had a kingdom of her own. This was much more believable to me for sure. For symbolism, she has so much hope, love, and conviction in her belief in and inner goodness, despite the havoc Maleficent is wreaking, that she can transform rage into love. This is a visual embodiment for innocence of the power of divine love and restoring grace. For the atmosphere of this film, Maleficent tells about the life of pure-heart fairy who live in the forest kingdom. When the human kingdom tried to attack and take over the forest kingdom, she raised to be the protector of the forest. She and the other creatures of the forest managed to defend their kingdom. Actually, Maleficent is a pure-heart fairy, but turned to be a stone-heart fairy because of the betrayal of her friend, Stefan. When Stefan celebrated the born of his daughter named Aurora, Maleficent came and gave a present for the newborn baby. The present was a curse. That the princess would fall into a death like sleeping if her finger was pricked on the needle of a spindle on her 16th birthday, and can only be awakened by a kiss of a true love. At first, Maleficent hated Stefan's daughter so much, but came to love her and decided to protect the girl and become her fairy godmother. In the end of the novel, Maleficent crowned Aurora to be the queen of human and forest kingdom. In this movie, there is only English languages. So the irony of this movie is Viewers know for certain that Maleficent is the one who cursed Aurora and that Aurora is the princess. Aurora herself, however, is not aware of any of this. When she finds out about her curse and who Maleficent is, she's absolutely devastated. For time and place of this movie, pretty much in the Kingdom of the Fairies, which is Moors, the Enchanted Forest, and the Kingdom of Human, which is the city. And for the last one, themes of this movie is a beautiful, pure-hearted young woman. Maleficent has an idyllic life growing up in a peaceable forest kingdom until one day when an invading army threatens the harmony of the land. Maleficent rises to be the land's fiercest protector, but she ultimately suffers a ruthless betrayal, an act that begins to turn her pure heart to stone. Bent on revenge, Maleficent faces a battle with the invading king's successor and as a result places a curse upon his newborn infant Aurora. As the child grows, Maleficent realizes that Aurora holds the key to peace in the kingdom and perhaps to Maleficent's true happiness as well. And that will be the end of analyzing a movie called Maleficent. For those who haven't watched this movie yet, you guys can stream it online or Netflix or buy a DVD outside your house. I think that's all from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe share this video if you want to. And wait for my next video. Thank you so much for watching.